There you go.
Now it's recording.
I have to do it before we share. I don't know that. Yalla. Yeah, assalamu alaikum. So we'll come back and we stopped by letter, let's say Sin and Sheen, right? So let's do the Sad, very similar to the sound of Sad. Sin, S. The sound is S. Sin. Sad, the sound is Us. S. Us. That's why it's very close. A lot of people will say Sirat al-Mustaqim. C, but it comes the sound of C, but it's wrong. C, Sirat. We said C is a heavy letter on the tongue, on the on your mouth. You know, your tongue roll and go on the top. You say Sad. The sound is us. So when we say Sirat al-Mustaqim, we have to learn that. It's part of Surah Al-Fatiha. Okay? So. Then Dad, Sad, Dad, the same shape. The difference is the dot right here on the dot. Dad, that's the name. Ad, the sound. Ad. Dad, Dal, the same sound. Ad, Ad. You see, Ad. Tell it to yourself. If you don't feel different, then you'll know how to say Ad. Ad. It's close to my tongue, very close to my back teeth, ad. But when I say ad, it's my edges of my tongue, it become like this, subhanAllah. This is a tongue, it goes like this, ad. Sad, dad. Like the word dalin, dalal. Dalal is when you're lost, okay? Then we have two letters here, ta, the. My tongue also come between the teeth. Just like when we said about the, dal. Dal, this letter, dal, the, they're same parts of your mouth. It comes the dal sound and the sound, but a little tiny different. So when you say the, it's a sound like THE, the pencil. But when you say the, it's not in English language. The, it's a heavy also. This is heavy letter. Ta, the, those are also fakhama. Fakhama means it's a heavy, fat letters. In English, some I read on YouTube, they call them fat letters because there's no other word to say fakham. Muraqqaqa mean gentle letters. Mufakhama mean fat letters. These are mufakhama. So we have four letters next to each other, are all of them mufakhama. We have to say sad, dad, ta, the, at. The sound is at, az, at. The at become like ad. You remember we said we have to shake that letter? Ad. Because d come when your tongue touch the top. If you don't move it, there's no sound of ad. Try to close it and keep it closed. The air is not going to come out from your mouth, so the sound is not going to be clear. Ad. That's not dal. Ad. Same with at. After I put my tongue on the top of my jaw, then I have to move it for the sound to come out right. At. Az. I could keep saying az because the air keep coming out from my mouth. So I don't say az. No. Az. Zalimin. Azim. All right. So those are four letters. Then we're going to do ain and ghain. Ain, they call it ain. You have a circle and another circle. If you always have the circle, it's ain. I listened to one brother who converted to Islam. He went to Mauritania to learn Arabic. He was saying his sheikh, every time he give him a new letter, he will ask him to write it 100 times. And he goes, I wrote it 10 times. He will tell his sheikh, I know what, sheikh, I know what, but he will tell him, I tell you and you have to listen, I'm the teacher. He said, I wrote each letter 100 times. Now he will never forget them. So if you're serious about, writing also, reading and writing, really you should practice. This is like a calligraphy, you're drawing. So you keep writing. They have notebook, they sell them to trace on the top on Amazon also. My grandkids has at the age of 4, they use them. You could do that too, mashallah. There's a lot of resource online, mashallah. So the sound is Ain. No, the name is Ain Ghain with a dot. It's come from the lowest of your throat. Ain Gha is a little bit above. Ghain. Ain Ghain. But if we sound it, we're going to say not in English. Ar. It's not English letter. Ar. But we're going to practice. You got to make that sound. Like you're cleaning your throat. Maybe. I don't know. Cleaning the throat will be the best. That's a real sound. Ain. If I name Ain in Arabic as a word, Ain mean my eye. My eye. Ain. Eye is Ain. Anf, my nose. Fam, my mouth. Ghain. Ghain. Then we have Fa, one letter, very similar to the Ba, but it has this rounding here, circle, and a dot on the top. Fa. F. Come from here. F, like F in English. Same sound. F. Fa. Let's do Qaf, then we're going to practice them. Qaf. Qaf is similar to Fa, but it's really different because Fa like a plate, but Qaf, it's written as a bowl, cereal bowl. And you have the same round head like the Fa, but you have 2 dots, make a Qaf. Also, Qaf is a Fa letter, heavy letter. It's not in English. Looks like any letter here is not in English, it become fat letter. We call it Qaf. The sound is aq. It's very by the end of the mouth. Whereas your the baby tongue, there's a baby tongue like the one close the hole so you don't swallow food to go to your lungs. That's in Arabic they call it small tongue, al-lahat. So it comes from there, very close. Ka, next to it. Kaf. Kaf and Qaf, very, a lot of people, they make the mistake of the sound. Kaf is ak. You have kaf in English, K sound, ak. But Qaf, it's a little heavy. Qaf, ak. So we got up to here, inshallah. We're going to practice Sad, Dad, Ta, Za, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, okay? Okay, let's ask Scarlett to read them from sound. Read them and then go ahead and sound them, okay?
Okay. So,
Sad.
This, okay.
It's not Qaf, it's Sad. End with a dal.
Sad. Okay. Sad, as, dad.
Yeah, when you say Sad, you got the D, you have to hear the qalqala sound. What does that mean? Shaking letter. Like ad. When we said sound ad, you gotta hear the ad at the end because it's end with da. Sad, dad. Say it.
Okay. Sad, dad.
Perfect.
Ta. This was
Da. Good.
Ain.
Very good.
Fa, and Qaf.
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 3 letter. When you sound it, when you say, when you name it, you have to say qaf. Very important. What's 2 letter? What's 3 letters? When you say it, qaf. That's 3 letter. So in the Quran, we have surah and start with only this letter. And that letter, when you read it, you're not going to say qaf. You have to say qaf. Why? Because it has a 3 letter and it has a vowel letter in the middle, which is a ah sound. That's why when you read it, you have to make it 6 movement sound. It's very important to learn them. But when I have ta, sin, there is a surah in the Quran start with a ta, then sin. So when I read the ta, it's 2 letter. So I'm just gonna say ta. But sin, 3 letters. So I'm gonna read it as ta, sin. All right, there is no surah start with the. There is surah has a sheen, ta, sin, sheen, hamim, no, mim. So inshallah, when we start reading, I show you these examples from the Quran. So we have to say qaf or qaf. Right now we're reading qaf, 3 letter, very important.
Okay. Qaf.
Yes.
Oh, are we still okay? Qaf.
Kaf, kaf, qaf. The first
Qaf.
one, qa. You see the qa. When I do my mouth like this, qa. That's the sound become fa, qa. But when I say ka, my lips a little bit open. Ka, qa. You see? I want you to watch the video. Qa, qa. Do the same with yourself and say qa. Then
Qa.
ka. When I
Ka.
make lips a little bit fat, yeah, flat, a little bit. You know, even some scholars say as if you're smiling, but I don't have to smile, then my cheeks go up. That will be wrong also. But ka, simple ka. Qa, qa, qala, qala, qala Allah. Allah speaking, qala. All right, so qa, ka. Say it.
Okay. Qa and ka.
Perfect. Perfect. Very good. Now, can you sound from Sad, Dad till Kaf?
Yes. As. Ad.
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 Yes.
Ad.
Yes.
Ad.
Mhm.
A.
Yes.
I'm not sure about this.
Yes.
Okay. Af.
F.
Af.
Yes.
Akko.
Yes.
And ak.
Perfect. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. All right, Mary, can you do it? Or Matthew's still driving, I think.
I'm pulling into my driveway right now.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, Mary can do it.
I can do some of it. I'm having some trouble hearing, so I don't know if I pick up the details of the sounds, but
We could hear you perfectly. If you want to go ahead, start with Saad. We have a guest here, joined us, Dr. Shan. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. He's gonna, watch us. So we are reading the letters, and then we're naming the letters, then we're sounding the letter. Okay, try from Saad, Mary.
Sod, As, Dod, Odd, Odd,
Very good.
and Da,
No,
Ad.
no. What is this?
I think it's sorry. I hear 2 different things, so I couldn't hear what the detail. Even my notes are weird.
Okay.
Can you repeat it slowly?
Ta. Ta.
Is it a TH sound or a D
It's
sound?
TH sound, but unlike ta, at, ta, this is ta, the 3rd letter, alif, ba, ta, right? Ta. This is ta, ta. You gotta hear the ta to yourself. It's like you're speaking and your eardrum shaking. Ta.
But is it thaw or
Yes.
duh?
Ta.
Thaw.
Yes, very good.
Like when I'm gonna thaw something frozen. Thaw.
Ta.
Okay. Okay, thaw. Oz.
Za. Well, ta, the name is ta, and the sound is at. At.
Ot. It's the sound is ut.
Yes, at. Not, don't twist it into t. At. That's two different letters, right? At, like T.
So, the name of the letter is Oz.
The name is Ta. We're still in Ta.
No,
And
I'm sorry. This is where I get confused. We're going back and forth. Okay. Dod, Oz, Ud. Then the next letter, Thaw, Ut.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, now the next letter,
Yes.
Oz,
No, Za.
Za,
Yes.
Za,
And
Za,
sound
and the sound is Ut.
as.
As.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Ein.
Yes.
I don't know the sound of ein.
We start with all of them. We started with the then we put sound sukoon on the letter. We said, inshallah, I'm going to use a board in a minute.
Okay. Then Ghain.
Rain, very good. Yeah.
Ag.
Yes.
Kaf. Af.
Fa.
Qaf.
This is
Ah.
fa. Did you skip the fa? I didn't hear you.
I said kaf.
No,
Ah.
you, fa. F,
Yeah,
letter F.
Where?
After rain, fa.
After ghain,
Yes.
we have ein, going, then kaf. No?
After rain, we have fa, right? Are you using the book or are you looking?
I'm using the book. I'm looking at the thing. It's just
yeah. After rain, honey, fa.
ka,
Yes. F.
and the sound is f.
Yes.
And then the next one is the next letter with the two dots.
Yes.
Is that kaf?
Cough. A little bit. Yeah. Press on your throat. Cough.
Kaf. And is the sound off? Ok. Okay, so
Yes.
then there's no cough and no off. Okay, got it.
And the last one is calf.
Oh, so then that moves over. I missed. Okay, okay, got it. I need to redo, because sorry, when you were explaining, it was jumping around and I didn't know which letter you were explaining. So my notes were really messed up. All right.
Similarity. I was trying to compare the similarity just to.
Yeah, I just wasn't, when you were going back and forth, I couldn't wait, was that with this letter or that letter? Like I couldn't follow. Sorry. Okay.
All right, Matthew, are you ready? I know he parked his car. No?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I'm
salam
sorry.
alaikum. Okay, good.
Wa alaikum salam.
Start with Saad. You could read them first, then sound them. Instead of read and sound, maybe the best is just say Saad, Dad, Ta, Za, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, up to here.
Okay, from Saad to Kaf. Okay. Saad, Dad,
Very good.
Ta,
Yes.
Da,
Yes.
Ain,
Ain.
Gain,
Very good.
Fa,
Yes.
Ka,
Yes.
Kaf.
Very good. Kaf. Now, Saad. What's the sound of Saad?
Us,
Us. Very good. Start with then make the sound. The next one.
us. Dad is Da.
Ad. Always start with yeah. Us. Ad.
Us. Ad.
That's the sound.
At.
Yes.
Te.
Az.
Ad.
Yes. Yeah.
I. Ein.
Sure. Come Yani, if you put your hand on your throat all the way in the bottom, you have to feel that vibration.
Arr,
Arr.
arr,
Yes, very good.
grr,
Uh-huh.
f,
F.
f,
And the last one is
cuff,
Qaf. But how to sound it?
Uh,
Aq.
Islam.
uck,
Yes.
uck,
And then Kaf.
uck,
Ak. Ak.
ack,
Very good.
ack,
Yeah. Jazakallah khair.
ack.
Very good.
Whew,
We're not going to
I'm
continue.
sweating.
We can practice that now on the smart board. I was going to say, Dr. Shan, you want to read the letters and then you want to sound them for us from Alif to Kaf?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, doctor.
وعليكم السلام.
Madiha, how are you?
Good.
Obviously I can read them, but but I have suggested that mashallah, everybody is pronouncing perfectly, by the way. Honestly, I mean that sincerely. I was impressed by how they caught on to it. I don't know if they made notes, the dal, which is the like letter D, but I have a couple of suggestions that maybe would help them. You know, when you scare a kid, when you scare a little kid, you go like monster like that. That's the ain sound. Ain means I. So when you go that's how that's how Muslims scare them, because I guess they go like that. That's the ain sound.
Yes.
The the sound, the the is when they say Islam here in America. Islam it should be Islam, not Islam, but they do on purpose, and that's beyond, that's has nothing to do with this different topic. But Islam, that's similar to the sound, the one that has the dot on top like that. And then there's one other one when you say garage, garage, ga, that's like the close to the sound. Not garage, but garage, garage. Garage, the ga sound in English, similar. I think that probably helps a little bit. I'm not sure if it does, but I'm trying to think as you guys are pronouncing it. I'm trying to think what letters in English are similar to those dad, the letter da. That Arabic language is called the language of the da. That's the only language in the world that has that letter. So that's a very odd sound. Most people have a problem with that. That's probably the most difficult to pronounce. Ba, like letter like da, when you say like letter D in English, D, da, da. If you take the letter D, make it a little bit deeper, make it da, and then you make it ba. So it's like graduation of pronunciation. So you start with the D, da, ba, D, da, ba. I think, I'm not sure. I never took this qaida Nouriya that you're teaching them, Madiha, but I mean, I can pronounce the sounds.
Yes.
But I think these are some suggestions maybe that you can use.
Good lesson.
So
But I want you now to read and sound for the audience from Alif to Kaf.
I don't have the photo. Let me just pull out the photo.
Do you see the share screen?
Not really. Let me just pull it up.
I'm too far screen to back. Don't you see on your screen? I'm sharing.
I did it. Here, now I have it. Okay. Okay. I do not know the exact name that you call it name in Arabic, the 3 letters, but I'll say them the way I know.
Yeah.
Alif, the first one is called Alif. Right. Okay, you have it written up there. Okay. It's Alif. The first one is Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, A, Dal, Dal, Ra, Za, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dad. This the letter. This dot here is the Arabic language, is the only language in the world that has this letter. So it's called Lughat al-Dad, the language of the Dad. Ta, Za. This is like Zalim, or when you say Islam, similar to this letter, Islam, right? This one. Ain is when he's carrying and could say like that. Ain. Gha is like garage. It's like gradual magnification of the sound. Would be natural to say ga, then you go into gha, gha. Then you say fa, qaf. Qaf is also a very odd letter that I think only Arabic has it probably. Kaf, lam, kaf, then lam, mim. Okay, I'm gonna follow you. Hanun, you go to I'll pronounce it. Wow, ha, That's like almost like
Hamza.
ha, but kind
No,
of
the name is
shortened. Oh, Hamza. It's the whole Hamza, and then yeah, and yeah, similar.
So after you read,
Sure.
you read them. After you read them, Al-Qaeda Nuria says, now sound them. And how do you sound it? Alif is just a sound. It's a vowel letter. You just open simply.
Okay, I
the vowel.
understand.
Not
Yeah.
too big, not
Yeah.
too small.
Sure.
Like qala.
Sure. What character?
But ba,
Okay.
you have to sound it by saying ab. You start with alif, then you put sukun on the letter.
Oh, really?
Ab,
Okay.
at,
Okay.
not at,
At
أيوة.
in circumcision also. At I don't, you always add, you add I mean, I never did this قاعدة نورية, so I'm not familiar with it. So you do
تعرف the sounds.
Ad.
You can hear yourself.
All of them you add
Yes. Then you put sukun on the letter.
Okay. Aj, akh, ad, az. Okay. R,
Yes.
R, I think, right? Okay. As, ash, ad, at, az, أغ أف أق أك ال أم أن أو أي.
Perfect. Okay. Alhamdulillah. So usually after we do that, everybody read, right? Did we have any other sister join? She didn't read it. Okay. So now I'm going to practice few letters to write. You're going to use whiteboard. So let's see how much they catch to write a new one. All right. So we started with Sad and Dad, right? So it will be nice with you also if, you know, they have the notebook, they can write. So I grab any pen and let's see the color, right? So the black. So we're gonna write the Sa. We said it's one family, small head, then a big ball go on it. And then I'm gonna make another one exactly like Sa. I have two Sa, Sad. But if I put one dot on the second or either one, now it become a different letter, subhanallah. So this is Sad. I have to read it like Sad. Sorry, I'm gonna write it in English, S-A-D, sad. It's not really sad, but Sa. This is Sad, a heavy letter. But I have to say 3 letters because when I learn reading the Quran, start with letter Sad, I'm gonna say Sad. Qaf, ha, kaf, ha, ya, ain, Sad. Why I'm doing Sad, 6 harakat long? Because this letter, when I read it, it's 3 letters. In real sound, 3 letters. The sound is us. We put alif and we put circle on the top. That's how now I hear myself, us. Sad, us. Dad, ad. When I read it, to hear the sound, you put alif and you put sakin, then you're able to hear yourself what's ad. It's not ad. We learned the letter dal before, right? And if I put sukun on the top and I put alif, ad, 2 different sounds. They're very close in English. You're going to have da sound, you have dal sound. The common mistake, people, both of them, they read it as a da. So this is ad, as, ad. All right. So these are the 2 family. Maybe too early to start comparing letters. It's better we keep each one alone. So Sad, Dad. After that, what did we learn? Sad, Dad, Ain, Ghain. Again, I saw this guy doing circle. Then he made a big circle. Then he got the eraser, he erased halfway. But I think if I touch it, it's going to go all. So not to do that, I think I have to make, imagine this is a circle, you made it, and a real eraser and a big circle. So I'm going to make in different color. It will help to learn how to write. The other circle, just make a perfect circle, right? This is a bigger circle now. So they make a small circle and a big circle, then he brought eraser. I like it. That's how I taught my grandkids. He erased halfway, it became Ain or Ain. Ain, as we said, it's my eye, Ain. But if I want to sound it, now I gotta put the alif in red and the sukoon on the top. Sukoon means sound. So Ain, like you're playing with the kids, Dr. Shan said, and you know, it makes you driving car, you play with the kids, you say, that's a sound, Then we have the same letter, but has a dot on the top, and that's the letter of Ghain. Ghain. These are same family. Once I put dot on the top with a different color, become Agh. That's a dot. If I put alif, I put sukoon, I sound it. Agh, as, ad. All right, let's practice. Matthew.
Yes.
The first one, sound it.
We're starting at Saad.
Yes.
Okay.
As.
Oh.
This is always But this one big stick is Or you just open your mouth. Then you say No, Saad. Us. Us.
Us.
Perfect.
Us.
Now this one.
Da. No.
Ad.
Ad. Ad.
That's better. This one.
Ad.
Ain. How you sound the ain?
It. Oh.
Ain. Yes. Ghain.
Ta.
Ar.
Oh.
Ar.
Ar.
You got it. Ar. So us. Say after me. Us.
Us.
Ad.
Ad.
Ar.
Ar.
Ar. Very good. We said in Arabic, after you finish practicing, you're gonna have some muscle pain, which is okay. All right, Scarlett, you wanna sound them or say them first, then sound them? 4 letters.
Okay. As.
Very good.
Ad.
Good.
Ain. Oh, wait. A.
Okay, so important because when you read Al-Fatiha, Rabbul Al-Alamin, Al-Alamin, Rabbul Alamin, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. That's a sound, inshallah ta'ala. All right, Mary.
Us. Ad. Ain.
Ain, but sound
Ain. And
The name is Ain or Ain. The name is Ain. The sound is Yes. And the last one? Like you're gargling water. Dr. Shad said close to garage. But it's a little bit lower. Inshallah ta'ala. Okay? All right. So Then after that, we got, let me put this in the garbage here. صاد ضاد عين غين فاء قاف, right? No, طهظة. That's a little bit harder. Again, طهظة is one family. You make the same head like the sa, but don't finish the sad. You put one stick on the top. That's ta. Ta. When you say ta, it's like ta, ta. And then you do the same, draw the same, and put dot on the top, and it become za. Za. Sorry, it's not my perfect. Okay, za. Ta, za. But if I wanna read it, make the sound, that's when I put the alif first, different color, and the sukoon on the top. Ta, at, za, az, az. Ta, sirata, sirata al-mustaqim, sirata, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, Surah Al-Fatiha. At, that's a sound. At, az, zalimin, az, za. All right, so ta and da. Then we have ayn and ghain. So I'm going to use the same letter. So no, we did the ayn, ghain, ta, da, fa, qaf. They're not family, but both of them have that head like this. Fa become like a plate with a dot, and qaf with the same head, but now that plate become a ball, cereal ball. All right, and two dots. So this is fa, two letter, fa, qaf, three letters. When you sound it, it should say qaf, fa, ta, za. All right, f, fa become f, f. Alif with f, second, f. Aqqa, aqqa, aqqa. So ta, at, za, az, fa, f, qaf, aq. Who wants to practice? Come back to Matthew.
Yes, I like to practice.
Okay. The letter is ta. The sound is at.
Ut,
At. Ta, at.
At.
Not at. Become close to at. This is the wrong way, but I'm gonna write it because we took that letter before. Two dots. It's t, t, t. Air come out with you. T, t. But when I say at, then I gotta let my tongue go. That's one of huruf al-qalqala is at.
At.
It's little.
At.
My lips open like a smile. At. That's not what we learn. So I'm gonna put X if I hear at. I'm hearing at. My lips become a little close, and I'm not smiling when I say at, but I could smile when I say at. Hams sound like whispering. That's at. That's the wrong sound.
Like Taliban. I'm sure you heard on TV Taliban in Afghanistan. Taliban.
Taliban. At. Say it.
At. At.
That's that's closer. Yes. Then
At.
yes. What about the next letter? Az. Yeah. Ah, perfect. Very good. Very good. This is the fa sound. Okay. Okay, this letter now. This one. It's fa, but how we sound it? F. Here you go. F. Good. And the last one is?
The last one is
Qaf.
kaf.
Qaf.
Qaf.
Qaf. But sound it. Aqqa.
Akka.
You got it.
Akka.
They're shaking letters. حروف القلقلة هدول. أق, أط, أد. Those are the letters. Very hard to come the sound unless you move touching the tongue to the jaw. All right. It's not uz. I could say uz and run the air come from my mouth. I don't have to say uz. It's wrong. Uz, because there is a space between my tongue and my jaw, and the air keep coming. F is a lip letter. If my lips coming from my lips, so I could say f, f, no problem. But ad. Those are special letters in the Quran. We call them حروف القلقلة, where I have to hear that sound, trouble sound. Ad, aq. These three letters so far, حروف القلقلة we call it. aq, ad. Say it. aq, ad. Yes, good. Like when we read قل هو الله أحد, I have to hear the d. أحد.
From
Yes.
Ikhlas.
Yes.
Surah Ikhlas.
Surah Ikhlas. Yes, Ikhlas, not Ikhlas.
Ikhlas.
Yes. Good.
Ikhlas.
Yes, mashallah. All right. We have 10 minutes before that. Inshallah, I want Mary and Scarlett practice the sound of the 4 letters. Yalla, who's going to go first? Scarlett?
Yeah, I can go.
Yes.
Okay. At,
Good.
av,
Nice.
and
What is it? I didn't hear that.
af,
Yes.
and ak.
Aqqa. When you say F, don't say F, become wrong. F. Just let the
F.
air come easily. F.
Okay.
فالق.
Af.
Yeah. أق, like فلق. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. أق. That's a sound.
Ak. Okay. Ak.
Very good. أط, أق. These two have to have shaking sound. أط, أق.
At, ak.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Mary, you want to practice? Jazakallah khair, Sean.
Ad, oz,
Okay, this is not ad. At. At.
ad.
Yeah, at. Very good. At. It takes time to practice, but inshallah, closer to at. But if you sound the at, then heavily, the to go all the way to the tiny. You know, if this is your mouth, when you look at it, the doctor always check this tiny. Probably Dr. Shan will tell me, نحن بنقلها اللهات. This is, we call it a small tongue, right? So, qa and ka, we said it come from there. Ta, it's a little bit before that, before this area. So your jaw is open, it comes from here. Ta. There is letters come from the lips, letters come behind the teeth, letters come between the teeth, letters come from the middle of the jaw, letter comes from closer to that tiny tongue, and there's 6 letters behind that. We call the throat letters. Ah, الهمزة, ah, and ah. We said ah, they all come from all the way the lowest level of your part of your mouth, because what make you to talk is from the throat to the lips. Beyond that, u, e are vowel letter. You don't need nothing, but you could say u, e. Okay. Subhanallah. Mudud, we call it. You could say waladdallin. I could say like singing opera. Ooh, e. I don't need no muscles to touch my lips or my tongue not touching anywhere to make the ooh, e sound. 3 vowel letter in Arabic. That's it. Inshallah. Okay. So after this, any question? Because I really I was gonna share with you also. No, not this one. I was going to share Surah Al-Fatiha. I put it. Let me open it. Cannot minimize. Oh, okay. Yes, I can. Why not? I cannot minimize it. If I click, okay, sorry. I was gonna minimize this without exiting. What happened? Right here. You cannot minimize Zoom when you are recording. I didn't know that. So I'm gonna stop the recording.